fellow sports lovers, and welcome to Time Out, the show anybody can watch about sports, stats, facts, and everything in between. I'm your host, Charlie, so let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. Time Out. Let's talk about some sports. Basketball edition. King James and the Royal Cavaliers went medieval on the Boston Celtics last night with a win of 103-95. The Bulls stampeded into the Bucks Stadium with only seeing red with a win of 113-106 in second overtime. And finally, the Warriors cooked up something spicy and Cajun for the New Orleans Pelicans with a win of 123-19 in final overtime. Time out. Let's talk about this. King James and his royal apprentices Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, as well as rookie Isaiah Thomas, and can't throw out J.R. Smith in there, really dominated against the Boston Celtics last night. A rough and tough penalty shot team. Celtics tried their might, but just couldn't fight the Three Musketeers. The Bulls stampeded into the Bucks Stadium last night with superstars such as Mr. Butler serving up threes all night long, as well as Joakim Noah and Paul Gasol, and you can't forget about Mr. Derrick Rose, holding the Bulls by the horns and steering them to victory. And finally, Mr. Three Shots All Day, chef on the court, Mr. Steph Curry, cooked up something very spicy for the New Orleans Pelicans last night that even Mr. Olympics Anthony Davis, the unibrow from down south, couldn't stay in the Warriors' kitchen. King James and his round table of Cavaliers are really proving to the world how much blood, sweat, tears, and dedication it takes to make it this far in the playoffs. Now, I gotta give the Celtics credit where credit is due. They have made it this far. But with such a strong team as the Cavaliers are, and with the Three Musketeers holding down the helm, I don't see the Celtics getting past this round. The Bulls have had such a rough season, from injury after injury after injury, especially their franchise player, Mr. Derrick Rose. But skies are clearing up for Chicago. With a healthy D Rose, and with winning 3 games in a row against the Bucks, the Bulls are only seeing red and only seeing a title, and the Bucks are just a stepping stone. And finally, the Golden State Warriors are having a record-breaking season. Not only are they #1 seed in the East, but, and anybody who watched a video of theirs, of 5 minutes of their video, can find out why. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, as dominating as they are on the courts, are not as near dominating as their bench is. And if your bench makes up points, then you can win championships. I see the Golden State Warriors flying over the Pelicans very soon. What you watching? The Bearded Man and the Rockets are trying to strap a firecracker to the Mavericks and send them home. Can Dirk Nowitzki keep them grounded? Tune in at 7 o'clock on ESPN to find out. John Wall and his clever wizards are trying to conjure up a potion to put the Raptors back in Canada. Will the Raptors go without a fight? Or will they claw themselves into a victory? Tune in at 8 o'clock on ESPN2 to find out. And finally, we have a tug-of-war matchup between the Spurs versus the Clippers tonight. Can the Spurs prove to the entire world that they can still ball with these young fellas? Or will the Clippers soar over any chance of them having a title? Tune in at 9 o'clock on ESPN to find out. Okay, sports lovers, here's a little history lesson for you. Today, April 24th, in 1967, the Philadelphia 76ers beat the San Francisco Warriors 125-112 in Game 6 of the NBA National Championship. Well, that's my show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to go ahead and like it, go ahead and click here. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and click here. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead and leave it below this video here. Or you can reach me on Facebook at Charles Cowan Timeout, or on Twitter at TimeoutNow87. Until next time, time out. Let's talk about some sports.